We are back with the B team. Week 1, baby, on
Let's
the way.
fucking go.
Let's flugging go.
We made it.
Let's flugging. Guys, everyone, even the listeners out there, just give yourself a pat on the back or a round of applause because we waited so long and now we have made it. Week 1 in 2 days. It is Tuesday the 6th. Thursday, we got the Bills and the Rams. First game of the year, baller. Let's fucking go.
I'm excited for this one. At least we're actually starting with
Me
a good
too.
game this year.
Yep, that's how they usually do it. Thursdays are the days for the good competitive teams to just go at it.
Is that what they do?
That is exactly what they do. That's all Roger Goodell is good for, just making a decent schedule for the fans to be happy.
Can't wait for a nice Jets Thursday night football game. That'll be coming soon.
We won't see that until like week 14 when the season doesn't even matter
Oh,
anymore.
well, at least Zach Wilson will be back by then.
Zach Wilson is not going to play this Sunday. For all those people wondering, I bet you there's probably maybe 2 people wondering if Zach Wilson's going to play. He will not be playing. And if the Jets put him out there, it's over.
You really don't think he's going to play? If there's a
I don't
slim
think he's gonna
chance,
play.
you think he plays?
No. I just don't see it happening. Gassy and myself have not heard about anything in regards to Zach Wilson practicing or anything. The only thing we've heard is that Wednesday they're going to give an update to see if he's going to play or not. They're still going to make sure his knee is 100%. Luckily, he didn't tear anything besides meniscus, but an ACL, MCL, any of that. So we're lucky to have him. But I still do not think he plays week 1.
So it's Flacco Nation.
It's going to be Flacco Nation against his good old team, the Baltimore Ravens. And me and Gassy will be there. We will
Making
be
the
there.
trip?
We are making the
I'd
trip.
love to hear that.
Oh, yeah. So maybe expect some content from the B team duo, except you will be in Rochester, but you will be
Well,
there.
actually, I'll be in Bethlehem at that point.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Oh, no. This could be
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
Is this
But,
gonna be?
so
Do
no,
you need a cigarette round 2?
Yes, there's going to be no. It's going to be like, hey, I need a sausage and peppers. Or, hey, I need a rolled up nicotine and LSD cigarette.
Christ.
That's what those New Yorkers, they're crazy, man.
Christ.
They're out of their minds. But, yeah, so we're going to go there. It's going to be fun. I'm not going to bet on that game because I just take the fun out of it. Because I'd probably bet for the Jets, but I'm not
I'm going to bet on that
because I
game.
know better. Yeah, who are you going to take?
I'm
You're
not
going to take
taking the
Ravens.
Jets.
You're not taking
No.
the Jets. Well, smart.
It's the
done.
easiest pick of my life.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you must be foreshadowing
Oh,
something.
I am.
Oh, yeah, because today, followers, we are going to finally start our Mortal Locks that we had last year. We are going to do our Mortal Locks. We are going to do our Fantasy Snappers. Someone who's going to either destroy and have over 12 points, or a Fantasy Dud is another section we have. Someone who's going to have less than 12 points. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. But all right, let's jump into this Thursday game. I want to hear your thoughts. How do you think the game's going to go?
I mean, honestly, I think that the Rams are going to struggle. I really do. I just feel
Okay.
like they have a lot of questions being asked to them right now. You know, Stafford, no one knows how healthy he really is. We're looking at a bunch of guys that are coming back into the fold that probably weren't expecting to come back. I mean, you got Aaron Donald, who was literally about to retire. He's going to come back. He'll be good. But I don't see the Rams taking it to the Bills. Like Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs have been talking this big game all offseason, all preseason. They lost in heartbreak last year. I think they're my favorite right now to win the Super Bowl. And I think like week 1, they're going to have a statement game.
I agree. I mean, they're circling the wagons, Muller. I think everyone's hopping on the wagon. They're circling around Buffalo. Me too. I think they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl. I think a majority of America wants them to win the Super Bowl, but they have a team with them, man. I think it's going to be a defensive game. I think first game of the year, I think 2 competitive teams, they're going to struggle offensively. The Bills have a very good defense, and so do the Rams. I think it's going to be a very close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Stafford will do fine. I think Josh Allen's going to have a really good game, but it's going to be close. Like, even though, like, this is the thing. A lot of these Super Bowl teams, The next season, they struggle a little bit because they're so overvalued. The Bengals are going to be overvalued. The Rams will be overvalued. So I'm on the Bills train for sure. I mean, obviously, fuck the Bills because I'm a Jets fan, but I can respect a good team with a lot of talent, and the Bills have it, and so do the Rams. So for me, I don't think it's going to be a shootout 50-50 game. Like, I don't think it's going to be high scoring. It's going to be a low scoring game, and they're just going to be shaking the rust off. I think you'll see some more touchdowns in the second half, but it's going to be very close. I love the under in that game.
Yes.
I
agree with you. Yes,
agree with
I
me?
do. And if it is a defensive game like we're thinking, I think the Bills win this.
So right now the Bills are -2.5, and the book says I refer to a book. I found it at a cigar lounge, and it's a magazine, and it had a whole gambling guide. Always bet against the last year's Super Bowl teams. So that's why I am going the Bills. My heart wants the Rams, but I have to go
Well,
the
that confirms
Bills.
it.
must
That confirms it for me. I was just about to say I'm taking Bills -2.5 all day. -105 at FanDuel. I don't know what it is elsewhere, but I'm taking that all day. That just confirmed it for me.
Yeah, I just have to. I must follow the book. If you want to go find the book, go to the Cigar Lounge in Forks Township. You'll see it, okay?
I got to ask you,
going
was
the
this
Bills.
book on the shitter?
No, it wasn't on the shitter. There was some nice little lazy boy chairs and a little sofa there. Me, Adam Peters, David Simmons, and his girlfriend. Shout out to you guys. We were there celebrating a friend's birthday. And I saw this book, and it had a poker legend, Phil Hellmuth, on it. So I'm like, oh, might as well read it. Had a whole guide to gamble baseball, basketball, hockey, football. So all of my bets that I now have will follow the regimen of the book. We call it the book for a reason. It will win you money.
We'll
We'll
see.
see.
Fair enough. We'll see.
But yeah, no, it's a very exciting game. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Thursday Rams Bills showdown. I'm very excited.
This is
for it.
honestly the best game we could have had week 1 for Thursday Night Football, kick off the season. Arguably two of the best teams in the league, maybe the best two in the league.
Do you think any of those teams will reach the Super Bowl this year?
In this game? Yes.
Yes. The Bills.
One of the two, and by one of the two I mean the Bills.
And what about the Rams? Where do you think they end up?
It's tough to tell because it's like their division, it's stacked with talent. You know what I mean? I mean Seattle. No, I mean they
Seattle,
suck,
baby.
but they could steal a game from them. That's what I mean. So the Rams aren't going to be the number 1 team in the conference. No shot. The Cardinals, maybe.
The Cardinals are a mystery.
No one knows.
The Cardinals can be fool's gold.
Yeah.
I think that's the one team that could be fool's
When they
gold.
get D-Hop back, took him on my fantasy team. Some people are saying that's a stupid pick, but I
Me
took
too.
him.
Not at all. I love it.
I think the Rams could struggle to get a bye this year. Although a lot of people will still pick them to be the number 1 team in the NFC, I think a lot of teams will give them a tough time.
I think they're easily like one of the top 2 teams in the whole conference, but they will have some growing pains for sure, especially because you said Stafford is injured, like he's got injury problems. I mean, they still have Cooper Kupp. I mean, they're getting a little bit older, so we'll see. I mean, hopefully they're not riding the same Super Bowl title win and can just like start the season fresh.
Who's
and
their
go
backup
from there.
quarterback?
Is it Bortles? Backup quarterback
Who's the backup quarterback for the Rams?
for the Rams. I'm not sure. I think it is Blake
That could be a
Bortles.
problem. I'm looking it up right now. Because what happens if Matt Stafford can't throw a football?
Then you're putting in cigarette smoker.
No,
Blake
he's not
Bortles.
even on the roster.
Camel Crush Bortles.
John Walford.
He's not. All right. John Walford. I think he's an Eagles guy.
He is a quarterback from Wake Forest, so he's shit. His 2021 season stats: 5 yards, 1 interception, QBR of 0.1. So there's a little part of me that hopes that Matt Stafford can't throw a ball by halftime, and this fucker has to come into the game because that would be some great football.
and that would and that would be good for the
Oh, it'd be
Cowboys too.
fantastic.
Oh yeah. So okay, well, so Thursday night, tune in. We're definitely gonna be watching. We'll be talking about it the next following week. So let's get into some Mortal Locks, dude. Mortal Locks.
I love a good Mortal Lock.
It's time. It's time. So Muller, start us out. What is your Mortal Lock?
Do you want
for
my
week
whole
one?
card? And then I'll finish.
You can give me your whole card and
And
then
with my
end with your
mortal?
mortal. Let's hear it.
All right. So
Yes.
I have 8 picks,
Listen
I
up,
believe.
followers.
So I'm going Steelers plus 6.5, Eagles minus 3.5, Colts minus 7.5. I don't see Houston being in that game very long. I'm going with Ravens minus 6.5, like I said. Panthers minus 2.5. That's going to be a Baker Mayfield revenge game. Patriots plus
I like
3.5. I think
love
that
that.
game's going to be close. All game could be a 3-point game, or the Patriots win.
Patriots will always be playing chess, not checkers.
Yep.
They will always be 2 moves ahead. They are shitty in the offseason for a reason, dude. They will definitely cover that
100%.
spread.
And then my last
Yep.
pick, I don't even know how many there actually are. I said 8, but this is my last one. Vikings money line underdog against Green Bay plus 102.
You heard that, guys?
What is it?
Vikings money line. He likes not Mortal Lock, but on his little card that he has for FanDuel, he's got Vikings money line. I like it. I like it, but I will say you do have a lot of favorites.
I do.
And underdogs love to
I do.
cover week 1s through 4.
I know.
Just
I know.
saying, but it's already in. It's locked in. It's done. Testing.
All right, to
Oh,
be
Muller's
fair,
thinking.
3 of my 7 picks are underdogs
3 of your
Yes.
7. Okay.
before this gets out of hand.
Very
here.
nice. And they are all good underdogs
Yes.
for sure. They're all solid underdogs that can
Yes.
cover the spread.
All right,
Okay,
so my mortal lock.
And let's end it. Let's go
So
mortal.
I have a parlay as my mortal lock week 1. Eagles, Ravens,
Okay.
Colts, all to win plus 158. Take them all money line.
That's your mortal lock. So let me hear it again. So it's
Eagles, Ravens, Colts plus money, all to win.
Ravens, all money
all
line.
money line. Plus 158.
That is plus 158.
Let's
okay.
start the season light. Plus money. Let's throw the house on it. If it loses, we're homeless. If we win, we're kings.
If we lose, we're homeless. If we win,
Yes.
we're kings. That is the motto.
100%.
Muller. So you guys heard it. So Muller's mortal lock: Eagles money line, Ravens money line, Colts.
You know
money
what? If it wins, I'll give someone that listens to this Flower City Union merch. That's all I'm going to say.
line. There you go. So Flower Union merch for Muller. If anybody, so someone has to take that bet. They have to screenshot it and
Oh,
they
no.
must send it to
Oh,
one
no.
of us 3
Mike, I can't
for
see
merch. Can you see me now?
you. Okay, I can see you. I can see you.
There we go. Okay, I had my notes up, so let's see if you can see me now. Can you see me
I
now?
can hear you. I can see you. Okay, we're good. Talk.
Perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna go with my mortal, and I am all over this. You guys know this. I've been all over this since probably like 3 months ago when the lines came out. Seahawks plus 6.5. It is stamped. It is so stamped. We are going to be kings. We will not be homeless. We are going to be kings. Seahawks. Let me pull some stats out real quick. This is the one stat I have that will put me over on taking them with the spread. They are 20-7 at home on Monday night. And I get it. Russell Wilson was there a lot. I understand. But look at those numbers. 20-7 on Monday night at home against the spread. I'm taking it.
I respect the balls.
I
I
don't
respect the
care.
balls on you.
Listen, if there's one thing the NFL loves to do, they love throwing underdogs on primetime games for them to win. America is going to be all over the Broncos. Everyone will be all over the Broncos, I promise you. 85% of America will be on them. I'm taking the Seahawks. They love covering, especially in a Russell Wilson homecoming game. They will cover, I promise you. That is my mortal lock. And we are going to start the year 1-0.
Hey, I can get behind Geno Smith.
now-
I'll do that for you. Go Jets, go.
Go Jets, go. Yes, always. Geno Smith, don't get me started on him. I'm going to be talking about him later on in the pod. But you're taking Seahawks with the points. So now I'm going to give it over to Gassy with his mortal lock. Gassy, scream it, baby.
For me, gotta be Vikings money line against Green Bay at home, week 1. Double your money. Vikings are winning the division.
Let's go,
Vikings
Gassy.
are winning the
Let's
division.
go.
Vikings are winning the division.
This is Kirk Cousins' year.
That's it. This is Kirk Cousins' year, Muller just said. Vikings money on. I love that.
Aaron
bet.
Rodgers
I
is a
love it.
criminal. He should be in jail.
Josh
If Josh Gordon was in his position right now, he's suspended for the season. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly. He's either going to be on Percocets or he's going to be on ayahuasca when he's playing. So it's either he's going to put up 98 points or he's going to put up.
It's time for Jordan Love to step in there. Too
Oh,
much
wow.
sketchy stuff.
Jordan
Too much
Love?
sketchy stuff going on in
Yeah.
that locker room.
Man, you sound like Colin Coward right now.
Listen, I'm not a backwards hat guy.
You're not a back. We're not backwards hats
I'm not
guys.
backwards
That's
hat
it.
guys.
Oh, no.
Mike,
They
it's
will
happening
never
again.
succeed.
It's happening again.
They will never succeed. No backward hats, guys. None of that. Forward only. If you wear it backwards, you're not going to win a Super Bowl. If you wear it forward, you're a Super Bowl contender.
100%.
100%. So, we got our mortals. Your 3-team parlay. Seahawks plus 6.5. Gassy. Minnesota money line. They look like wins to me. They look like wins.
Can I add the Chargers Raiders over 52.5 to my card?
You
Because
can do
I'm
whatever
looking
you
at
please.
that, and all I see is points.
So,
That's
adding
not my mortal. I just love
your
the
mortal.
way that looks.
that's a lot of
That's
bets,
a lot
man.
of points.
You have a 3-team parlay. For a mortal, that's going to be tough, but that's a lot of money won right there. I'm just letting you know, I will always be taking the spread on my mortals. These guys will be taking something else. Plus money, money line, parlays, doesn't matter. I will always be spread. I
Throw
promise
back
you
to
that.
the so stupid it might work.
So stupid it might work. We need to get a tie this year. We need to nail a tie this year.
Like, I'm going.
If we nail a tie this year, it's over.
Should I pick a tie right now?
You want to pick a tie right now?
I'll pick a tie right now. Give me a second. Let me look at these games.
All right. We'll call it the Muller Mulligan. How's that?
I'm with that. That sounds brilliant.
All right, the Muller Mulligan.
I mean, Jaguars Commanders has to be the one.
All
Am I
right.
wrong?
Jags Commanders. That's the one game that can actually.
I
end
think
up
it
in
has
tie,
to be
so
Jags
we
and
do.
Commanders to tie.
All right. You are now recorded for your tie.
I love it.
Jags Commanders. I love it too. Jags Commanders, week 1, they're going to tie. Muller's Mulligan. We need to get one this year. That's it.
Last year I was close on like 3 different occasions where the games went to overtime and then like just
Someone scored, of
immediately.
course. But you know what, though? Now they both have chances to score.
True.
This could be interesting. I think the odds are better now for a tie to happen because once a touchdown happens, it's over, but not
No.
anymore. That could happen, Muller. I love it. I love it.
Feels good to be back, let me tell you.
Let me tell you, it feels good to be an American sports fan.
All I heard in my head when
So-
you said that was the song. You know the song where it goes, "I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free."
At least I know I'm betting.
We could make. Yeah, that's a good song.
At least I know I'm on FanDuel.
Exactly.
And I stand up next to you and
Lose
I
my
yell
money
at
with
TVs all
me.
night.
Kings.
Yeah. Hey, we're kings.
We're kings.
We're not
we
gonna be
ride.
homeless.
We're not homeless. We're kings.
We ride. Exactly. So, all right. So those are our locks. I love it. I'm a fan. Let's move on to our fantasy snappers. I'll start this one. How's that?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to keep the Seahawks train rolling. They might be
God.
the shittiest team in the league, but listen, Tyler fucking Lockett is going to fry week 1. Tyler Lockett with 5 games with Geno Smith. You ready for this? 26 catches, 298 yards. He did put up 0 TDs, but
That's a major
he
part
averaged
of it.
7. Listen, he did average 7.6 targets a game. That's a lot of volume for a man who is a veteran, got knocked out by some dude on the Jets, and is now in the Seahawks. He's going to get his volume. He's going to get his share. Geno Smith is Tyler Lockett's favorite target. He will get points. He will get more than 12 points. If you have him, you're starting him. That's all I got to say on that.
I like it. I like how confident you sound. That makes me want to go get Tyler Lockett on my team.
I'm very confident in the Seahawks Monday night to just win me so much money and make me a king. I'm so ecstatic. I can't wait. You just know. Sometimes you just know in your gut. You're like, dude, they're going to do it.
Always go with
they
your
are gonna
gut.
do it.
Don't second guess it.
Oh, never second guess. Bet with your head, not your heart. Remember
Exactly. Responsibly.
that. Responsibly. Yes. Responsibly. Remember that. Big word. Big word to comprehend. Responsibly, people.
Massive.
All right, Muller. Let me hear your fantasy snapper for
Devontae Smith to go for at least 15 to 20.
Devontae Smith to go for at least 15 or 20. All right, let me hear a reason for that.
I just feel like there's a lot of targets on the team now, and he's going to be like, you can't double him like they did last year. Like, you can't. He's not going to attract as much attention because of who they get, Brown. He's going to get a lot more attention than Smith probably, especially going into week 1 at Detroit. I just think he goes off. Maybe has a touchdown or two.
I think he is one of the receivers that were just drafted in that last year's class. I think he's gonna have a breakout year, especially with AJ Brown there. AJ Brown's gonna get a lot of attention, but let's remember Devontae Smith was a Heisman winner.
Yes,
he's like that. He's good.
Yes.
Eagles fans got a receiver for the next couple of years, maybe the next decade. So shout out to them. Shout out to Devontae Smith. I'm right there with you. I think he's gonna have a really good season. Yep. But Gassy, I move over to you. Who was your fantasy snapper week 1?
Week 1, got to be my guy, Eli Moore.
Eli Moore.
What do we know about Joe Flacco, Mike?
What do we know about Joe Flacco?
He
loves Eli Moore. He loves him. He loves him. If you go all over Twitter, Gassy knows this, you will see Joe Flacco targeting Eli Moore everywhere. He's all over the place. He is going to get his. I love it, Gass. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Eli Moore, breakout, wide receiver 1 on the Jets, easily.
Easy.
Jets, Jets.
I'll tell you what, all those receivers that were selected in that class are pretty damn good. Jalen Waddle, Eli Moore, Devontae Smith. Am I missing anybody? There are other ones, but they all have a prominent role in the offense, and they're going to freaking kill it. Eli Moore especially with Joe Flacco. You fans will see. You guys know nothing about this guy. You will see. This is exciting. God, let's go.
And Breece Hall.
Breece Hall.
I'm ecstatic to watch
Don't get me
Breece Hall.
started on him. Yes, me too. Michael Carter will be RB1 for a couple weeks though. He won't snap yet, but he will later on in the year.
Yeah.
That's what I think. All right, let's move over to the duds. The duds. Molly, you want to give me yours?
Cooper Kupp.
Bro, that's crazy because I almost had the same one as you. Cooper Kupp as a dud week 1. Less than 12 points. Let me hear it.
Just like I said at the beginning of the show, I just don't see that offense clicking right away. I think Matt Stafford's arm is going to hinder him. I don't think that the yards are going to be there the way they were. I think it's going to be a lot of running yards. I think it's going to be a lot of, dink and dives. I just don't see them doing a lot. And it's like we said, it's going to be a huge defensive battle. Low scoring.
So if you had him on your fantasy team, are you starting him?
Yes.
Okay. If you were going to say no, I would have been a little bit worried. But
so here's the thing.
I kind of agree with you, though.
Cooper Kupp, you have to start him because the possibility of him scoring 30 is the same as him having a dud this week, I think. I just feel like this is the week.
He's a starter every week.
I personally don't have him
on my team.
You know what?
I agree with you. I actually agree with you. I really think that the Bills are going to be targeting him. They're going to be doubling him. They're going to be watching him at all costs. So, you got A-Rob. Van Jefferson's hurt. They'll settle with one person on A-Rob, but they would rather have Cooper Kupp doubled up, not getting any catches or yards. I like that a lot. I actually might change mine to yours too.
Oh, well,
I might. I'm thinking about it.
Thank you.
I'm thinking about it because I thought about it at the start, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. But now I'm thinking maybe I should. So you know what? I'm actually going to. I'm going to go Cooper Kupp as well.
Cooper Kupp,
my dud,
week 1.
My other dud, I can't see you, was J.K. Dobbins. And
Yep.
I think
Is he even
J.K.
gonna play?
Dobbins, because he is going to play. It looks like he's not on the IR. He's not on the injury report. He's going to be on. He's going to be playing. But the Jets actually, if there's one part of the defense that they're good at, it's always rush defense. The secondary, we don't know because we have a bunch of young guys. We got new guys coming in. But they have always been solid on rush defense. That's how it's been. So that will be my 1B. My 1A will be Cooper Kupp. I'm going to agree with you, as Mueller is not in his seat. But it's okay because he's still here. So Cooper Kupp is my 1A. J.K. Dobbins is my 1B. Do not
like
start
it.
Cooper Kupp week 1. We sound crazy, but it's okay.
He's not going to get the
We sound
points that you
crazy.
think he's going to get. Right now, he's projected probably 18 points. There's no way he gets that.
So if he gets 13, that means we lose. That means he is a
I'm okay
fantasy
with that.
snapper.
I'm okay with that.
I'll move it to 15 for Cooper Kupp, but if he gets less than 12, that's a win in our book.
Oh, 100%. Anywhere between 12 and 14 is a push in my mind.
I like it. I agree with you. So with that being said, let's go over to Gassy. Gassy, who was your fantasy dud this week, week 1?
So at first I was thinking Stephon Diggs on Thursday night against the Rams. But I don't know. I might have to go Jacoby Myers against
Okay.
the Miami defense in Miami. I don't think Jacoby Myers is doing shit.
I like
that.
it because a lot of people do like Jacoby Myers too. They like his volume as well. He's not a touchdown scorer, but
No.
he does get receptions.
No, he doesn't score touchdowns for shit.
He does not.
he-
And when he finally scored,
Yeah.
they were excited. All of them.
Dude, he does everything in his power to not get into the end zone. That man will fall on the 1 yard line if he has to. He will not get in the end zone. He'll catch every ball leading up to it, and then he'll say, nah, hand it off 4 plays. If we don't get in, I don't care.
He's like Chris Paul, dude. He's like Chris Paul.
You could literally put...
He'll score when he has
Yes.
to, but he'd rather just dish off assists.
Yes, he's Ben Simmons.
Jacoby Myers is Chris Paul, but is not Ben Simmons. Because he can actually catch the ball and he can score at times. Ben Simmons can't even shoot a free throw. Philly fans will
That's
love
fair.
that, by the
I
way.
agree with that. I love that as a Philly fan.
So, yeah, you know what? I do. I like everything. Everything I see on my Excel spreadsheet, I love. Our mortals. I love our fantasy snappers. I love our duds. Everything looks great. I think they're all winners.
Now,
They're
will
all
we
winners.
be posting these for the people to ride with us?
We can post them
I
as
think we
well,
should.
so people
I
will
like
see
that.
and they could ride.
Okay.
I agree. So yeah, so we're kind of wrapping up on time. So Mueller, it was great going over this with you yet again, week in and week out. We're killing it. We're gonna put out more content. We're gonna win some money. We're not gonna become homeless.
Nope, not homeless this week. Maybe next week, but not this week.
All right. Not this week. Hell
Nope.
no.
Not week 1.
So, with that being said, I wish you luck on your fantasy teams and your bets.
Thank you.
Gassy, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
And I wish myself luck, but I don't need
You're
it
welcome.
because I know it. It's locked.
It's always locked.
So with that being said, Mueller, I think it's time we go.
All right.